Hello and welcome to lesson 10 of the introduction to the Linux command line on Bash the command line. I am your host, Elior Sterling, and today we're going to be learning about the command grep. This is a very useful command and also somewhat complex. One of the things about grep is it's all about using regular expressions to find files or to find things inside of files. And I'm not actually going to be going over regular expressions except just an introduction to oh whoa, this is a regular expression. Mostly I'm going to be teaching you how to use the other options in grep today. And then we're going to have another lesson that is just on regular expressions, because that really takes up its own time. So you'll see that I'm back in my account for this class, Bleepy, and I have the files and directories from the previous lessons. If you're just joining us now and haven't done the previous lessons with us, please go pause this right now, go Google Automate the Boring Stuff. It's a book by Al Swigart that teaches Python scripts for all sorts of useful things that you might want to use Python scripts for. If you're interested in learning Python, I highly recommend that you go get his book. But what we're going to do is you're going to go in, you're going to find the download the materials, you're going to download that, you're going to get automate the boring stuff _online materials.zip. You're going to get that file and you're going to download that and unzip it so that you have this directory right here, automate online materials, because we're going to be doing our greps inside of automate _online materials. All right, with that out of the way, let us do a very simple grep. Let us grep for the word cat inside of automate online materials, and you'll notice that asterisk at the end, that is a wildcard for anything inside of there, right? Now I'm going to hit enter, and here we go. We've got a bunch of different files. I can scroll back up here, and we've got a bunch of different files that have cat in them, but sometimes it's cat all by itself, and sometimes it's cat as part of a larger word, like Decatur, or muscatine, or this word that I don't know how to pronounce, Pisataquis, I don't know, or location. All right, I just want to have just the word cat. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do -W. Just give me the word, man. Just give me just the word cat. Let me clear my screen and do that again, because that'll be easier to see. All right, now I do that, and you can see it's just the word cat. Now, I'd like to know what line numbers that's on. So I'm going to go Alt B, Alt B, Alt B, Alt B, and I'm going to say N, because I want to know what line numbers those are on. And I'm going to hit enter. Now it shows me that the first one is on line 1, the second one is on line 3, next we've got line 5, line 7. You can also see in all my cats too, there's one on line 3, one on line 8, and catnapping has cat twice on line 3. So what if I want to know where in the file it is specifically, just even more specific than what we've already got. First, I'm going to show you the wrong way to do it, then I'm going to show you the right. So if I use this B, it shows us the location of what it has given us. So in this case, it gives us this whole line, print, etc., and that starts at 0. And here, you know, print, etc., it starts at location 55. But I only want to know the location of the word cat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here and I'm going to say, oh, so only show me what I'm actually asking for. Don't show me all the other stuff. And now I hit enter, and now I've got the line number and then the location of just the word, not the line that it's on, but just the word. All right, that might be useful to you sometime. So let's say I would like to see a line above the line that has what I'm asking for. So I want before one line. Okay? So I'm going to hit enter. It's really hard to read this when there's other stuff on the screen. So let's do it from a clear screen. So grep -w, because I'm looking for only the word cat and not extra stuff. The -b is before one, so I want one line before the line that has the stuff I want. And I'm going to look for it in Automate Online Materials. And there we go. So this one happens to be the first line, so there's nothing before it. But for everything else, there's a line before, and then the line, and then the line before, and the line before, and then the line. Like that, in a pattern. So down here on All My Cats 2, you can see the line before, and then the line. If you wanted to see the line numbers, of course, we can go back here, and we can add in the line numbers, and then we'll be able to see which lines everything is on. And you can see that the line number the thing is actually on has a colon on each side of the one, and the line that's the line before has a dash on each side of the number. So I'd like to see not one line before, I'd like to see one line after. So I'm going to use capital A. And now it gives me one line after. I could also say I want a line before and a line after. So that's C. And now it'll give me a line before and a line after. And the easiest one to see this in is this file, catnapping.py, because we've got line 2 has nothing on it, then line 3 has Eve's cat, and then line 4 again has nothing on it. So also here on All My Cats 2, we've got this example where we've got line 7, and then line 8 is the one that has cat, and then line 9 is the next one. It also has cat in it, but not cat all by itself as a name. It's part of something bigger, right? Okay, so let's move on to something a little bit more wonky. I'm gonna go up through these and find my regular expression that I created. So -E stands for do this with a regular expression. You can also just type grep and then leave off the -E, but it's really common to just write grep and then capital E. Now the thing that comes after that, you'll notice that's just a bunch of weird characters. What the heck does that mean? So I'll break this one down for you. That \B means the beginning of a word. The C is just a C. And then after that, there are characters A through Z, and we want 3 to 6 of those. So the word could be 4 to 7 letters long, because it's 3 to 6 letters long plus the letter C, and it starts with the letter B. So we're going to do this the first time through, and we're going to notice that there's more stuff at the end, right? Like we've got that coffee host. What the heck even is this, right? What is that? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters, but it's kind of in the middle of something. So we want it actually to be just the word. So I'm gonna Alt B, B, B to go back. And there's actually 2 ways we could do this. We could either do this with W, so we've got just the word. And now we've got it as just the word. Or there's another way we could do this, and let's see if you can notice the difference between the two. I can put on the end slash, there we go, slash end of a word. And now we've got the same thing. It's the beginning of the word and the end of the word. So it's similar to the one before where we used the W, but we used the regular expression form instead of that dash W to get it. Okay? All right, so this time I don't want to see the whole rigmarole. I just want to know what files things are in. Okay, so I'm going to do grep-l w because I want the whole word and nothing but the word. Cat automate online materials /star. And now I've got just the name of the files that match that. Now, I want to show you what the difference between that is and if I take out that W. So I'm using Alt-B to go back a word at a time. And I'm going to take out that W. And notice that we've got a lot more files that have cat in it if we don't have just that W. Because remember, we had like Decatur and things like that. Okay, so that's another useful thing to know. So maybe I only want to find the word cat if it's inside a Python file. I don't really care about the PDF files. I'm not going to edit the PDF files. So what I can do is I can do star.py. And now I'll find just the stuff that's in Python files. Let us look for, we want to look for case insensitive Alice anywhere in automate online materials. And we see here that Alice has capital A Alice, the name, and we've also got chalice. So if we wanted to find only the word, of course, we would do grep-iw, and then we'd just get Alice, the name. All right, so that's it for today. You've learned a few things about grep. And the next lesson, we're going to learn about grep regular expressions, and that's going to be really good for a bunch of other things where you might need regular expressions in the future. And I'm looking forward to seeing you then. Thanks for joining me. Please hit the subscribe, hit for notifications, tell your friends, bring people along, all that jazz. I don't have very many subscribers yet, and we're 10 lessons in, so there's a lot of cool stuff here, and I'd really like to get this information into people's hands or brains or whatever. So I appreciate your help in spreading the word that I exist. Thanks.